The hell are you saying? I thought we cut ties with you, Miles. And what exactly are you hoping to accomplish with attending their funeral?
Well, I got a bunch of objectives, but first and foremost, I've come to ask for my wedding present.
Trouble Busters!
Hi there, my name is Harrison. I'm 35 years old and I work as a clerk in the city hall. Up until I went to university, I was living down in a small town in the countryside, a quaint little place known for its apples. After graduating university, I was assigned a position at a city hall in one of the largest cities in the region. I also have a family consisting of my lovely wife Brianna and my 2 children. Oh, Dad? How you been?
Don't really worry about me, my boy. I'm doing awesome. To what do I have this occasion, though?
Come on now, Dad. You don't have to sound like this is something pretty serious. You're turning 70 this year, and I was just wondering if you're still set on living at home. It's been quite a while since Mom died, and I'm just concerned that you need some people around you to help you out.
My boy, I'm not some defenseless creature unable to care for himself without Mom's help, you see. You call me just to ask that after a load of poppycock?
You say it's poppycock, but one can't forget about your age, Dad. I genuinely think you should start living with us. Your grandchildren are waiting for you, you know. They get so excited every time we start talking about you, you see?
I can still live on my own, son. And I also have the land and the mountain and the forest to take care of. So I simply can't live with you right now. I appreciate your concern, my boy. I want to see my adorable grandchildren too. But leaving home would be the worst thing to do, I'm afraid.
I see. As you now know, Dad's turning 70 this year. Mom passed on a few years ago, and even now, Dad's still living in the family home down in the countryside, which obviously makes his children worry about him and his health. But unfortunately, he's made it clear he has a negative view on living with me and my family, and I cannot understand why. He's always been a man of pride, perhaps that was it. Or maybe he simply thinks he'll be a burden on us, which is just not true at all. In any case, his selflessness made my concern for him become all the stronger. Not a day goes by without me worrying about him, but it's a very good thing we would see him once in a while, particularly during the summer, because I can see with my own eyes that he's doing pretty well for himself. I decided to respect his wishes and see how he fares for a little while longer. However, one fateful day, I got a call from the local police in my hometown.
Hello, this is Fleming of the Carrington Police Department speaking. Is this the number of one Mr. Harrison Quibb?
Indeed it is. What can I do for you, officer?
We've just received a complaint from one of your neighbors of a foul stench coming from your family home, and we've just begun our investigation.
What Officer Fleming told me afterwards left me hollow and crestfallen, shocked to the core. So much I nearly collapsed onto my knees on the spot. When they arrived at the house and went inside, they discovered my father lying motionless on the floor. After further inspection, he was confirmed deceased. The police contacted me in order to proceed with the background checks of friends and relatives, and asked to head for home immediately. It was such a sudden turn of events. We just talked to each other on the phone a couple of weeks ago. However, I unfortunately had very little time to grieve his loss. And after the family identification process was finished, I had to quickly start thinking about the funeral, and then about what Dad left behind, his will, and about my inheritances of his estate. I quickly predicted everything would become pretty busy and chaotic, which is precisely the last thing I need right now. First was the funeral, and I was thinking about inviting just some very close family and friends, especially those who'd helped us so much over the years. That's when someone completely unexpected and completely unwelcome had the guts to show up.
Yo, little bro! It's been a while. How you been, buddy?
Miles? What the hell are you doing here?
Because I'm attending the funeral of my deceased father, obviously. Gotta admit, though, I really don't remember his face very much.
You found out about the funeral, and you went so far as to do us the honor of attending it, and yet your clothes are casual and nothing like anything appropriate. I didn't invite you to the ceremony, Miles, so answer me when I ask you. What the hell are you doing here?
That's true. I guess I have a pretty mean little bro since inviting me never even crossed his puny little mind.
Of course it frickin' didn't cross my mind. You asked Dad for help with the damage compensation you had to pay your ex when she divorced you. And what did you do with the money? Not only did you fail to pay him back, But you had the audacity to blow all of what was left on Vegas, goddammit! It would have been better if you had started to pay him back little by little every month, but no! You just took the money, disappeared, and never bothered even thank him for what he did.
Yeah. That doesn't matter right now. It's all in the past. What's more important is that I got married again. And allow me to introduce you to my darling Raylin.
Hi, handsome. I'm Raylan, the bright, the beautiful in the flesh, in the flowering fragrance, the one and only queen of Miles.
Huh?
This is a nice to meet you moment for us, ain't it? But this feels weird. You seem like my big brother, since we are close in age.
You did say you wanted a big brother, didn't you, sweetie?
The hell are you saying? I thought we cut ties with you, Miles. And what exactly are you hoping to accomplish with attending their funeral?
Well, I got a bunch of objectives. But first and foremost, I've come to ask for my wedding present. Get your ears checked, man. Give me a nice wedding present for me and my darling Raylin. I didn't receive anything from you the time I got married before Raylin here. So including that, it amounts to 20 grand.
Bro, watch it. It's a real turnoff to mention your ex-wife or any other girl for that matter in front of your current girl for real.
Oh, look who's jealous. Don't worry, sweetie. You're the only girl that was ever in my whole life now.
Are you sure?
One girl is more than enough to steal my heart now, ain't it? Damn, that was poetry right there. I should become the next Shakespeare.
Aw, that was beautiful, honey.
Hey! What the hell are you two doing? That's freaking gross! The only poet you could become is one who writes haikus about sex positions. We're right in the middle of a memorial service right now. Freaking behave yourselves, goddammit! And your stupid wedding present? The amount's just freaking ridiculous. And the timing's even more ridiculous. Who the hell barges in during a funeral and unannounced and uninvited only to demand money from their younger brother?
It's an important matter, sweetie. We'll never be able to talk about it if we don't talk right now, you know. You do know, right, big brother darling?
Didn't I just tell you we're right in the middle of a memorial service? I'm asking you, let's talk about this later.
Ooh, scary. Miles, dear, what's up with your brother here? He'd be a perfect night watchman, I'll tell you what.
He's always been quite the blockhead after all.
Listen, pricks. Look around you. What do you see? My dad died for crying out loud, and I'm never gonna see him again. I'm trying my damnedest not to explode in emotion right now. At least understand that. And behave in a way that'll allow me to say goodbye to him at least.
Now, hang on. Slow down a bit. If you just calmly say, all right, here's your wedding present, and give us the wedding present, we'll be on our merry way. We've got no business here. And yet, here we are. You crying over the obvious fact that you won't see his old gasbag ass again. And us pestering you about giving us some congratulations for a recent tying of the stupid knot. Honestly, people these days are so sensitive. They don't really know what's right and wrong anymore.
You goddamn whore! How dare you!
Talk about an ugly pig with no manners. Holy shit! How much of a human slime bag can you be?
You're the one with no manners, you freaking ape! You having fun yelling your lungs out at someone younger than you, eh? Calm the frick down, you immature child!
But what she said was just leaps and bounds over the line. Surely you understand that. How the hell are you keeping a straight face, goddammit?
Raylin, let's just forget about this stupid loser and have some fun together, alright?
There's nothing we could do that's fun at a funeral, Miles.
You'd think so, huh? But I know better. Miles always knows better. Mark his words. Follow me.
Huh?
They stormed the memorial service right as he finished his sentence. Not one person welcomed them to the service. The fact that they were wearing normal, casual clothes, coupled with the fact that Miles' ties with the family had been severed for more than 10 years, were more than enough to justify that. Then things went from bad to worse, because right when people were frozen trying to comprehend what was going on, the couple did something completely scandalous.
This old geezer did have loads of muscle during his life, for real. Oh, I know. How about this?
What the hell is that?
You don't know who the Hulk is, Raylin? Now he's ready to climb the stairway to heaven. Okay, yep. I'm becoming a poet. It's settled.
I don't know any old-ass comics like that, Miles. And what about the condolence box of presents here? I'ma open it, all right.
Sure. Hey, yo! This is insane!
God damn! There's more than $1,000 in here!
Holy shit! The fact that we hit the jackpot here, this is freaking amazing! We could really live good lives just by taking funeral money for sure!
But a family member of yours would have to die every month for us to do that right now, right?
Haha! I guess that's true.
You two. This has gone too far! You think we're gonna forgive you after what you just did? Get the frick out of here!
You really think we're gonna stop having fun when my younger brother tells us to? You're so freaking stupid!
I can't believe that brat is actually your brother. Could he be your illegitimate brother? You know, someone who came out of another girl's birth canal? This proves your mother has better genes than his bitch Miles, right?
Shut up! I'm telling you to get the hell out of here!
Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that.
Insults towards Dad and aspersions towards everyone attending echoed throughout the memorial hall. And quite literally, the scene had become the definition of a catastrophe. They were so out of touch with society that they went on doing multiple physical pranks on Dad's body, like doodling, spitting, and even touching inappropriate places. I tried my best to stop their rampage, but these two pricks were pretty much unstoppable at this point. It took everyone attending to finally kick them out of the service. But even after they were thrown out of the building, they attempted finding another way in to continue their berserking. I finally realized that making them stop from above with force wasn't gonna get me anywhere. It pained me to come to it, but I made the decision to actually take them from below with submission. Miles, please, I'm begging you. Please, don't do stuff like this.
Yeah, we ain't stopping without some other form of encouragement. Give us the goddamn money. If you want to stop, give us the congratulatory money we deserve right now!
Right now? I can't just leave a memorial service to go to the bank. You'll have to wait till it's over.
Then you know we ain't stopping our fun, right? But hold on a sec. I'm starting to think a wedding present won't be enough. Since you're his second child and my younger brother, I think that if I tell you to abandon your rights to inherit his estate, you'll do that, right?
Abandon rights to inherit his estate? This is about money again, Miles! I'm telling you, we'll talk about this when the service is over.
Yeah, we can't trust that dude, sorry.
Then, how about we sign a slip to pledge you'll do it? It just so happens I brought one along with me today, just to be safe.
Oh my god, there she is, the girl I've fallen for. My queen, my angel, my brilliant physicist. You're so cunning, darling. So yeah, sign the pledge, if you please, little bro.
I, Harrison Quibb, pledge and promise to discuss matters about the matrimonial gifts and transfer of rights to inherit Mr. Quibb's estate over to Miles and Raylan Quibb after this service is adjourned. And these are the contents. All right then. I checked the pledge carefully and I confirmed there wasn't anything suspicious. I signed the pledge, thinking it wouldn't be a problem if we just talked about the matters after the service was over. And then they were on their phones during the whole service, playing games, listening to music, watching videos. At one point, they turned on a Bluetooth speaker and started dancing to some inappropriate music. They stopped after a while and I thought they'd gotten tired of ruining the service further than they already had. But then they started talking loudly and revealing secrets about Dad from when he was alive. Mild things everyone knew, like how he secretly kept Playboy magazines in a safe in the basement, to pretty hardcore secrets that could ruin his reputation. Like how he once burned down the barn of a neighbor, killing all the livestock inside during his teen years because the family daughter had broken his heart. No one could focus on the funeral, and everyone's rage was at their breaking point. It was literal hell. But we somehow managed to finish the service and move on to the meal afterwards.
Hey, yo! We don't have enough alcohol over here! Bring more, I declare!
All at once, all at once, all at once, Lord Miles.
Pleased to meet you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Lord Miles, at your service. And to entertain you, I shall down this whole pint of beer in one go.
Phew, now that's my darling.
Well, that was easier than winning a race in Mario Kart. Yo, old man, it's your turn now.
Oh, my apologies, but
What's this? You dare disobey me, the Lord Miles? You sure got some frickin' moxie, old hog.
I have no intention of making you offended, young man.
Then frickin' drink, you troll! Go on now!
Miles, stop! This meal, it isn't a place to go ball crap crazy with the drinking games, you know.
Shut the frick up, peasant! I can do what I want! And also, what the hell's up with this tasteless shit anyway? Looks like boiled guano. It tastes worse than petroleum jelly. I want a Big Mac. Yeah, Big Mac. Bring me fast, greasy food that actually tastes decent, I declare.
You shut the hell up! I can't tell you if you're drunk or not, but whatever, you've had enough.
You got DoorDash? They deliver good shit, for real, for real! Hurry the hell up, peasant!
I ordered it, my lord. You wanted a Big Mac with a large order of fries, some chicken, and a chocolate shake, right?
Oh, hell yeah!
They went on and on, getting drunk and louder with every passing second, bothering everyone else attending, until the meal was finally finished as well. Before I went back to Dad's place, I deeply apologized to everyone from the bottom of my heart for everything that happened that day. Why? Because my own brother caused such a calamity and made everyone miserable in the process, even though I'd cut my ties with him. And then I brought the couple back to Dad's home, where they kicked up a spree a couple of notches.
You're gonna abide by the contents of this pledge you signed, am I understood?
I do. We're gonna talk about the wedding present and the things about the inheritance, right?
Talk about it! And bullshit did you eat for breakfast today, good sir? Read the pledge carefully.
What the hell is this? You gotta be kidding me! Why am I not frickin' surprised, though? Underneath the clause I'd read carefully a few hours prior, there was something there that wasn't before. Mr. Harrison Quibb pledges to abandon all rights to inherit Mr. James Quibb's estate. Then ensued an argument of me saying that wasn't there before, and Miles saying it was, etc., etc., etc. In the end, they claimed that because I'd signed the pledge, I was bound by law to abide by it. If I didn't, they threatened to take me to court. The fact they claim they're in the right when anyone with common sense could clearly see it was quite the opposite. From the bottom of my heart, I vowed to forever despise Miles with a dark, lively passion. I realized I was completely powerless now against these two monstrosities, whose claims were based on solid proof and discussion. And I made myself promise I would abandon all rights to inherit Dad's estate, which is rightly mine by legal measures. I had to sign another slip to pledge that I actually do stay true to my word, which had coincidentally been prepared by none other than Miles and Raylyn. You happy now?
Hell yeah, we are!
I can't believe it actually worked, darling. What a simpleton big bro I have.
And just like that, we're rich beyond our wildest dreams! How about we go get ourselves a Ferrari now, sweetie?
We could always get a few Hermes products for our new house, too. You know that luxury goods company, Hermes?
Yeah, now that's what I call a right good idea. Well then, I'll see you, little bro.
God damn it, what a day, what a day! They left skipping out of the door without saying anything else. I knew that Hermes was spelled Hermes, so I could understand the mistake, but I restrained myself from lecturing them that you don't pronounce the H in the company's name. This isn't gonna help me with my situation whatsoever, after all. But the fact that they barged in on a very important date for the family, unannounced and uninvited, asked for money one way or another, just a couple of days after Dad died, and the fact that they left looking so proud of themselves and overjoyed that they'd gotten rich overnight, I'm never going to forgive them, mark my words. They're gonna pay for their treachery! Troublebusters, initiate! Day's raining all day too, isn't it? Looks like this year's rainy season's gonna stay a while.
Yo, Harrison! You goddamn scammer! You freaking bastard! I know you're freaking in there, you prick!
Get out here, you ugly pig!
Oh, come now. Don't just barge in through the door of someone else's house without knocking first. To what do I owe this honor? Don't tell me you don't know about the 49th day.
Feigning ignorance won't help you from stopping me squeezing the life out of you, bitch! It's your goddamn fault we're in so much debt right now!
It's all your doing! How could you do this to us? I hope you accept responsibility for this, you good-for-nothing big brother of mine!
How many times do I have to tell you I'm not your stupid brother? And also, what the hell are you two talking about? Has no one told you that when you tell someone about something, you gotta start at the beginning? People are bound to be clueless at first.
That mountain that old gas bag owned! Why the frick is it so cheap?
But of course it's cheap. I would even go so far as to say it's dirt cheap. Have you no knowledge of the market? Seriously?
The land is just humongous, and yet, how dare you force such a valueless piece of shit onto our shoulders, goddammit! I'd forgive you if that was it, but no! Someone just had to step in and cause a stupid landslide! I know everything's gotten so much out of hand!
It is the rainy season after all. I'm not surprised the landslide happened. Can't wait for the rain to stop, huh?
Shut up with the after all bullshit! We sold the land already, but the owner's name hasn't officially been changed yet. I'm still the rightful owner, and this is a disaster! The landslide was pretty big. Huge amounts of mud, trees, and water went all down to the bottom, where some neighbors of ours were growing their crops, and most of it was destroyed.
Still not surprised. Landslides are pretty much unstoppable. I'm surprised it was only the crops that had been destroyed and not the neighbors themselves.
They're demanding compensation and damages, goddammit! Even the best lawyers tell us we have little chance of winning, even if we brought them to court.
And this particular landslide was record-breaking after all. It's only natural you have a pretty small chance of winning the case. Compensation's more than a couple dozen grand, I'm assuming? I feel bad for the farmers.
Yeah, frick it is! We can't pay it at all with the money we got from selling the land, so we had to go into debt. All of this is your goddamn responsibility, because you frickin' placed the rights of inheritance all onto me, you stupid prick!
Now, hold on just a minute. If I recall correctly, you and Ray Lynn were the ones who blackmailed me into abandoning the rights to inherit Dad's estate.
That's completely beside the point! And another thing, the cost to remove the slab of land that destroyed the farmer's crops must be paid by the owner of the mountain. So you pay those costs! The money to get the land off the farms, and the money to pay the farmers a compensation for the damage done!
And why, pray tell, do I have to pay for something that has nothing to do with me whatsoever? And I only need to listen to your negative IQ accusations once, bro, and I'm not gonna pay.
Why the frick did the old troll's estate have so little money? This is more than enough proof that you secretly stole a big amount out of the estate.
So that's what this is all about?
So it's your rightful obligation to see to it that you personally pay the cost.
I think a chimpanzee could come up with a better excuse to play the blame on my shoulders, you know? No, that's too generous. Maybe an earthworm could. Like, Intervito gifts deduction for housing acquisition funds, grandchildren's education fees. There are many reasons how that money could be used, you know.
Intravenous,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'd forgotten the fact that a stupid ape like you can't understand such big, complicated words.
Say that again, I'm gonna punch your lying ass!
Why are you two leading this stupid discussion? You explain it so I understand everything too.
In simple words, a combination of multiple institutions allowed me to get some financial support from Dad when he was still alive, for a while, you see. Who would have thought the knowledge one could get from working at City Hall would come into a godlike play right here and now?
But why? Why would Dad give you intravenous support?
Listen, you probably don't know about this since you just took off without a trace all those years ago, but Dad's illness had deteriorated pretty quickly, you know. When he passed, he was already near the terminal phase, and even the most specialized doctors informed us that he only had a few months left to live.
What?
That's why he'd also carefully planned the estate he had to have a certain amount in my name when he was gone, and even went in so far as to provide more than enough to pay for whatever compensation I may need to settle because of potential disasters, like that landslide.
And I wasn't freaking included?
That's just bullshit. It isn't customary to leave his firstborn son with nothing at all. That's downright cruel.
He apparently had the intention of leaving the mountain in your name, though If you doubt me, you only need to look at his final will, and all signs of lingering suspicion should quickly disappear.
What?
All things considered, it seemed like he didn't want to leave you any liquid money when he did pass on. Well, that's easily justified, since you did take a good deal of his money and run off without so much as a how do you do.
That stupid fossil! How dare he betray me!
You're the one who frickin' stabbed him in the back. You took his money, ran off, and never saw him again. And yet you pay him your respects with all the childish horseshit you did at his own funeral? It's only natural there'd be no financial estate for a selfish, childish prick like you.
But that's...
In any case, you brought that debt on yourselves. So I suggest you find a way to deal with it yourselves.
Hold on. Please. This can't be over, can it? Not like this. Wait. What? I'm so confused. Does this mean that my husband has nothing left?
Indeed he has. And I would even go so far as to say he's in the red, actually.
What the hell? You seem full of confidence and of money bags when you were a frequent at my old hostess bar. Now you're telling me you're more broke than a village person selling charcoal? I have no freaking interest in a man who has no goddamn money.
Raylan?
All that time I poured into you, into us, was all for nothing. Nothing at all. You raised my hopes so high only to betray them in the most brutal way possible. I must say, I feel like I've been completely violated. I demand compensation.
Raylan, honey, you know I'm completely bankrupt. Have mercy for frick's sakes. Please, Raylan?
You bastard snake asshole. A man without any money has no freaking value himself.
But I've done so much for you. Think about that before you say anything else, woman. You know I can't do shit right now.
Shut the frick up. I have no interest in a penniless pig like you. If you ain't gonna pay me the compensation I demand, I swear to God, I'm gonna take you to court.
To court?
Next time I see your poor ass will be in the courthouse, stupid. Thanks for everything. And by everything, of course I mean freaking nothing.
No, please. God damn it!
You just lost your money and your wife in one fell swoop. You surpassed the title of loser and climbed the ranks to absolute failure, it seems. I kicked Miles out of my house and locked the door. But he stayed outside of my house, shouting and begging to borrow some money. But a kind neighbor of ours called the police, and at the end of the day, Miles was taken into custody. Because he had that enormous demand of compensation to pay off, he had been deep debt way down to the very limit. So he had no other place to go to ask for money to pay the cost of getting the land off but drug gangs. But of course, he has no way to pay off what he owes them all at once, and the interest rates just kept on climbing. In the end, he lost literally everything he ever had, and...
Hello? This is Harrison, right? My dear little brother? Please help me! The gangs aren't letting me go, even though I'm just at the bottom of the barrel here! I apologize for everything I've ever done. Just please help me! I'll do anything!
You think I give a damn? You'll do anything, huh? Then get a job, make money, and don't call me ever again. Consider our ties cut once and for all. Goodbye! That's all I said, and officially broke my ties with him. Later on, Ray Lynn raised a court case against him, demanding compensation. But because he was officially acknowledged as bankrupt, although Ray Lynn won the case, she didn't get a cent of compensation from him. And since she'd married Miles, she'd gotten a lot older compared to when she was in her prime, and her old hostess bar wouldn't hire her back. Right now, she's apparently really struggling with finding a good job, and she's living a pretty poor life. Meanwhile, I went back to my old peaceful life with my loving wife and children. I still feel terrible about the fact that an admittedly close relative of mine had pretty much destroyed the ceremony, as well as our family's reputation. But my most important priority right now is not to dwell on what happened in the past, because I've done that for too long now. Now, my goal in life is to live in peace and happiness, providing for my family and protecting it. Moral of this story is, the inheritance of an unfortunately deceased parent is indeed important, but what surpasses that are things like family, trust, and life. And my new philosophy will be to treasure all of these with my whole heart and soul until the end of my days. Trouble Busters!